Hey everybody, and welcome to another Joker's Outside Corner. I am Lobo,
I'm Jax.
and we got a good one today as we have quite a bit of news for football and wrestling. We hope you had a good Thanksgiving. Uh, I'm pretty sure you did, as you've been telling me.
Oh yeah, it was
Uh,
fun stuff.
yeah, yeah, mine was okay, but by choice. So let's get right into it, as there was quite a few games this weekend. We already went over the Thanksgiving games and the Friday game, so we're moving on straight and previewing tonight's game that is almost over. Bears Vikings. Um, what is the score on it? Real quick, I'll pop it up. It was 9-3 heading into the fourth, right?
Yeah, 14 minutes and 14 seconds. It was 9-3 Bears ball.
Yeah, still 9-3. Vikings ball, 7 minutes and 40 left.
It's not looking too good, but all the Vikings need to do is get a touchdown and get it in the goal, and they're set.
Yeah, and they'll win. Regardless, it looks like a terrible, terrible game. Um, I hope the Vikings win just to piss off Dylan. Sorry. Uh,
See, now I didn't even put the Bears in my bottom six out of whatever choosing not choosing
uh-huh.
juking the Bears from winning for Big Daddy Dylan.
No, they are in mine. So they've been in it pretty much all year. Uh, and then let's talk about Thursday game, which should be a better one. Cowboys, who are in a rant right now, just mollywhopping everybody, just beating the snot out of them, versus Seattle Seahawks, who have some ups and downs going on.
Right now, they're on a small losing streak, right?
Yeah, go to the other one, National. Yep, they are 6-5. I think they've lost two straight. Go up on the West. Up one more,
Oh,
right there, second place.
okay.
Yeah. Yeah, so they are on a two-game losing streak right at the end of
Yep.
L2. They've lost two straight. Um, they lost a bad one on Friday as we talk. Sorry, Thanksgiving game against 49ers. They beat the snot out of them. Uh, I have the Cowboys here straight up.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Seattle hasn't shown enough to really anything. They're in the middle of the road. The record says differently, but I think they'll get beat handily by the Cowboys. You too?
Uh, yeah, Cowboys have just been pulling it out.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and they're not the 1 star rating anymore. For now.
For now. For now. They made my top six, so they're playing really well. Um, but regardless, let's go into week's 12 games that happened this week. First, Steelers beat the Bengals as we thought.
Oh,
Bengals
yeah.
Bengals without Joe Burrow look terrible, and the Steelers, first time in 3 years, they get over 400 yards of offense right after they fired their offensive coordinator Matt Canada.
Oh, yeah.
If it wasn't enough to slap in the face, that now it is. Uh, Steelers look better, but they still got ways to go, obviously.
Yeah, now they got to work with their new coaches
Mm-hmm.
and try and figure out what it is they're wanting to do.
Yeah.
Obviously, they've got good motion.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see next week
Definitely.
if
Um,
they're playing next week.
I think they are. I think they're at their bye week, but not sure. In other words, Jags beat Texans in a great, great match. Uh, they both played really well. It was a close game, but Jags pulled it out at the end. Um, it looks like this is going to be the rivalry for the AFC South going forward, as both these teams look like world beaters going now. Uh, yeah, and the Jags take full control of the number one seed on the South. It looks like they might have a game at home in the playoffs. Vikings are driving.
Yeah, Vikings are still running it.
Okay. Um, I mean, and then another Colts beat the Bucks. Surprisingly, the Bucks started off pretty handily, pretty well, and now they're just sliding down.
I honestly had the Bucks over this.
Yeah,
I didn't think that the Colts could carry it through, but
I know I flip flop on this when we were trying to choose. I don't remember who I ended up with,
yeah,
but
I I'm not 100%.
I think I stay with the Colts. Not 100%. Uh, but regardless, the Colts look like they have a better future than they did the last few years. They looked terrible. This year, they're getting some decent wins. They're looking like they have more momentum. And then Falcons, surprisingly, in my opinion, upset the Saints. Um, I didn't really watch the game. I thought the Saints had it in hand, and
Yeah.
lo and behold, they lose. I don't know if I think you chose the Falcons though.
I'm pretty sure I went with the Falcons in on this.
Yeah.
I think you ended up convincing me otherwise. Something to do with some of the
Derek
players
Carr.
in the Saints and
Derek Carr. But he might be out. I haven't checked really. And then Titans, to surprise to nobody, beat the Panthers. I mean,
Panthers. I don't know what you're doing, but they're making moves.
yes. They announced this morning, they fired head coach Frank Reich. This is last year. He was fired 9 games into the season by the Colts, and this year 11 games into the season by
I
the
don't think he
Panthers.
should be being a head coach right now.
You think? Back-to-back seasons, not even making it through. Yeah, he shouldn't be a head coach. Maybe in college he could be a better head coach, but in the NFL, at least not now. Step away from the NFL for a bit, at least head coaching wise. But yeah, Titans beat the Panthers. New York Giants beat New England surprisingly, but these both teams kind of suck.
Yeah, I think I ended up having the Patriots on this. I mean, it was a coin flip at that point.
Yeah, that's that. I think I had New England as well for the reason I did not trust the Giants at all. But they have the new quarterback here, and he's been doing very good. He I can't remember his name right now, but his father's definitely Italian. The way he's gesturing out in the crowd. Yes, exactly. A lot of this. But good for the Giants. It looks like they have a interesting quarterback. At least character wise, it looks great. He's been pulling off a few wins, so here we go. Maybe the Giants can climb back out of this. Then the Rams destroyed the Cardinals to surprise to everybody as well.
Oh yeah,
As we talked about it, their quarterback was down, but somehow they still win.
Cardinals are also.
Yeah,
They've been sitting in the bottom 6 the entire
season, at least for us. I agree. But this just proves any given day in the NFL, anybody could beat anybody. Broncos continue to win with the big win over the Browns and their great defense. I don't know how they pulled this one off, but I think this is their third. Let me see that you're up there. Yeah, a 5-game winning streak for the Broncos.
Broncos have just been smacking it out. They won against the Eagles for their first match.
No. The first one they won, I can't remember.
Or Bills.
I know they beat the Bills. I know they beat Kansas City.
Where's the Broncos?
You just had them go up a little bit more. One more.
Oh, they're there.
Yeah. So go up. They beat the Vikings. They beat the Browns. They beat the Bills. They beat the Chiefs, and they beat Green Bay. And then before that, they beat the Bears.
So yeah, started.
Lost.
Yeah.
Lost. They beat the Bears was the first win. Then they beat the Packers. They beat the Chiefs. They beat the Bills. They beat the Vikings, and now the Browns. And the 5-game winning streak. It looks like they're getting it together. I really hope they don't, but
Touchdown Minnesota Vikings.
Yeah, all right. So right now, pending the extra point, they're tied 9-9. If the extra point goes well, it'll be 10-9. And how much time is left on the game?
We have 5 minutes and 54 seconds in the fourth.
The way they've been scoring,
10 points. Let's go.
10-9. Vikings are ahead, as we both kind of chose the Vikings.
It was shotgun. J Dobbs passes deep middle to T. Hakabah for 17 yards. Touchdown. G. Joseph. Extra points is good.
Nice.
Center. A. Di Paula.
Okay.
Holder. All right.
Cool. That.
I just read the whole thing, man.
Yeah, you're good. Minnesota is up now. 5 minutes. The way they've been scoring all game, I have a feeling
it's just gonna keep away.
Yeah, it's geez, I don't know. This game has been bad. Not the worst game I've ever seen though. I'll go into that maybe one day to you. Ravens continue to win as they beat the Chargers. What's up with the Chargers, guys?
They win the weirdest teams and then lose. Granted, Ravens are high up there.
Yes, Ravens are one of the top teams in the NFL. Agreed 100%. But the Chargers were projected with their schedule.
Yeah, so your team is the Vikings, huh?
Let's hope they could win by one at least right now, because with 5 minutes left and what they've done all game, I don't think they're gonna score, especially the Bears. But
Looks like they are at the 20 right now.
25, yeah,
25.
yeah, it's a
Bears ball.
yeah. I don't think they're gonna do much. So, I'm pretty sure they will take the win as long as they don't call some dumb plays for defense. Where was he? Oh, but the Chargers have been on a slide, a bad slide. Their team was projected to be one of the top with their
They're
game
on
losing.
3 losses right
Yeah,
now.
3 losses. Not the worst, but considering the team they have, they should be a lot better. A lot of scrutiny is coming down on the head coach as well. For all that. Then the Chiefs, unfortunately, destroy the Raiders after the Raiders start 14-0. The Chiefs tied up at halftime, and Raiders really only scored 3 more points, man. What the hell? That's the reason I'm not wearing any Raider gear. That was a pathetic showing in the second half of offense. And the thing is, if you look at the box score on time of possession, yards, first downs, for the most part, they're pretty on par. So I do not know what happened. They just could not score.
Come on, Raiders.
It's frustrating as hell
It's frustrating that it was such a close game.
in the beginning, and then Raiders could not do squat after that. So there's obviously a big problem with that. Also, there was problem with some Raider players and their interim head coach. Today, Raiders waive or let go cornerback Marcus Peters, who they benched before halftime on last night's game or yesterday's game, and they also arrested this weekend player safety Redrick Temer, whatever. So both of them are gone. It looks like they're no nonsense team trying to go forward. But with that no nonsense, you gotta get good play, good games, and win, and you haven't. So this just might bring the morale down of the team as they're handing out bad punishments after a terrible loss. So
Yeah.
they gotta do something. They gotta fix this.
They needed to crack down hard, and then they started cracking down too hard.
Maybe that. But regardless, this needs to be figured out. This is not the Raider way. This is of losing. Raiders were known for winning. Put it this way. I'm going to put a little stat out there for you. Raiders have had 2 or 3 winning seasons in the last 22 years or so. They're still the top 6 most winningest team in history. What does that tell you?
They have the potential.
No, because before those 20 years, we won a lot. And we've just been losing a lot, too. But we're still in the top 6, which is mind-boggling.
Yeah.
With 20 years of pathetic seasons, we're still on the top 5, 6 of most winning teams. It's just something's got to be done. We're known for winning. As the previous owner said, just win, baby. We want to win. No matter what it takes. We were the outlaws of the NFL. If we ain't cheating, you ain't trying, is pretty much what they went to. So bring back the Raider way. Enough of my rant. Now you could rant as the Eagles beat the Bills.
Let's freaking go. I really wanted the Bills to win, but I knew the Eagles had it. But it was also a big toss-up because I am becoming a big fan of the Eagles this season.
Yeah.
They've just been smacking them out. They are now, what does that make them, 10-1?
Yeah, 10-1. They're up there. Yeah.
Yeah, 10-1 for the Eagles. I'm super excited for the Eagles.
Yeah, I mean, they are the best record-wise team on the league. They beat the Bills, who were considered to be one of the best. They beat the Chiefs a few weeks ago.
Oh, Vikings ball.
Vikings recover.
Jay Field scrambles the middle and Cheese 7 yards. Fumbles. Jay Melius recovered. Minnesota A-bar.
Yeah, boy, 10. I don't know how to.
Tenderloin
69. Vikings recover. It looks like they could come away with this. Another score. How much time is that?
We have 3 minutes, 27 seconds. Ball is at,
45 or so.
Yeah, 43-yard line-ish.
Yeah, on the Bears side. So if they could score a touchdown or score a field goal, they'll definitely get a
they just have to push the 43. They need to go here, so.
Yeah, so they're in a good spot, Mr. 69. I'm just gonna do that.
What do you mean? It's your boy Tenderloin.
Your boy Tenderloin.
Nah, you can call him 69.
I'm gonna call you I'm not gonna call you 6'9". Definitely not 69. It looks like the Vikings are gonna come away with the win here. Yeah, the Eagles are just world beaters right now. They beat good teams. Here in a bit, we'll talk about it more in our top and bottom six teams. But they have the best record. They have one of the most unstoppable play in the NFL, which is the tush push, or they like to call it the brotherly shove, which is a quarterback sneak up the middle where everybody pushes the quarterback through. It is more and more likely like they're gonna win the Super Bowl this year, as they beat two of the top, I think, four teams on the AFC. They beat the Cowboys already. I think they play the 49ers here soon, so that'll be one of their last tests. Let's click on the Eagles. So go up a little bit. All right, let's see who's they beat up a little more. Okay, I think that's it. So they
starts here.
Yeah. So they beat the Vikings, they beat LA, they beat the Jets with their defense, they beat the Dolphins. Scroll down, they beat the Cowboys handily. It was a close one. They beat the Chiefs, they beat the Bills, they play the 49ers this week. Let's go. This is gonna be a good week.
That's gonna I don't know. It makes me a little worried for the Eagles, man.
Scroll down a little more. I want to see the rest of their schedule. The only other tough team they play is Cowboys at home. At Dallas.
Dude, they get 2 games against the Giants. That's crazy. And the Cardinals, they're gonna have a walk away for their last 3 games.
Yeah.
Potential walk away.
Also with Seattle right before the first Giant game. So the last 2 tests of the season are here. 49ers and then Cowboys with them. I think they could possibly go 16-2, to be honest with you. This is ridiculous. They'll get one more loss here in the Cowboys or 49ers game.
Mm-hmm.
This is ridiculous. It looks like they're going to run away with everything. And if they continue this into the playoffs, they could just easily win the Super Bowl here. So it's looking like the Eagles are going to run away with this. Now let's start our segment that we do every Monday. Or 3 segments, but 2 of football. Let's do our bottom 6 teams first. Let's finish with the positive after that. I'll start it this time. Usually I hand it off to you.
Oh yeah.
My bottom 6 teams. We'll start with 6 is Washington Redskins, Commanders. Sorry, they're gonna be the Redskins for all eternity, as that's how I've known my whole life. At number 5, I got LA Chargers. As I talked about it, they've looked pathetic. Is the game over?
No, it's still running. 2 minutes 36 seconds.
So it seems like another first down or 2, and I think the Vikings will run away with this. We'll take this. And number 4, I got Chicago. They might move to number 3 if they lose right now.
Actively losing.
No, my net 3's there. But number 4 is a good spot for Chicago as the 4th worst team in the NFL. What are yours? 6, 5, and 4.
6, 5, 4. 6, I got the Washington Commanders.
Okay, so we agree with that one.
Mm-hmm. Number 5, I got the New York Grunts.
Giants?
No, they're grunts. They've lost being Giants.
Grunts. I like that.
And then number 4, I have the Patriots.
Ooh.
Dang, it doesn't pull up as good on this one.
No. So, would you putting Patriots at number 4? I couldn't do that for the reason that they lost to the, as you call them, the grunts.
Mm-hmm.
That means they're much worse than they are.
But the Patriots have also been getting hit and smacked.
They suck this year. Let's be honest. They have been getting smacked, but that's why they need to be lower, way lower in my humble opinion. At number 3, I got Arizona, who have had some weird wins. But this last week, when they just lost to the Rams with a backup quarterback, it's ridiculous. So I have to put them number 3. And number 2 is New England Patriots. Like I said, I can't put them any lower than that because of our number 1.
Yeah.
But they lost to a team that's not good at all, New York. Although the Giants have a quarterback who has been showing some life, at least for the team. And at number 1,
the Panthers.
They just fired their head coach. What more can be said? So there you go. Those are my worst teams. What are yours?
Maybe we'll have a turnaround from the Panthers. Maybe. But the
I
players
can't,
also have to play better.
I will also bet my life on that one. No.
All right. For my number 3, I got the Tennessee Titans. Number 2, I have the Arizona Cardinals.
Ooh, okay.
And number 1, the Patriots.
Panthers.
Panthers. Yeah.
Unless
They
you're
start
putting,
with a P.
unless you're putting the Patriots in two spots. They're so bad they get 2 bad spots.
Hey, I'm not like your calls the other week.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
All right, guys. I have 7 different choices. No, I'm teasing.
I mean, last week I did do double and triples for the reason that.
Chicago has ball again.
What the hell? What happened?
What happened, Chicago?
Dobbs has 4 interceptions in this game. Josh Dobbs, 4 interceptions.
There's not even a play-by-play on this one.
Yeah, it is. No, they only have the score one. Anyways, while you do find that, I'll start with my top 6 teams. I'll go 6, 5, and 4. At 6, I have Dallas. They've been obviously still winning, still being the teams they need to beat and handily. They have a good test coming up here in a few weeks against Philly. See if they could get that loss back. At number 5, I got Detroit. I dropped them down from number 2, as they've had a few rough weeks, and then this week they could not come back in against Green Bay. So I have to drop them down a little bit. And then number 4, this flip-flopped a little bit, and I'm flipping it again. Kansas City at number 4. Not because they haven't been winning. They've been playing good. They beat the Raiders, who are average as bets right now.
Yeah.
So, and they lost to Philly a few weeks ago, so I cannot put them any higher for what other teams are ahead of them. So that's my 6, 5, and 4.
All right.
What are yours?
Real quick,
Okay.
Jay Fields pass short left to D Moore and Chicago at 38 for 16 yards.
No, that was not the. Here, I'll look into it real quick.
Okay.
So give me your 5, 4, 6, 5, 4.
My 6, I looked at the wrong side. Right now, for my 6, I got the 49ers.
At number 6.
Yeah, at number 6.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, they've won. And I think I put them a little bit too high on my list last week.
Gotcha.
So this is kind of like a reprimanding. Number 5, I got Kansas City. And then number 4, I got Jaguars.
Jeez, they punted it away. God damn it. Okay, sorry. So that's how the Bears got the ball back quickly. They punted.
Yeah, with 2 minutes left in quarter 4, and they're right freaking there at the end zone. Getting close to the end zone.
Hold on. So who was your 6, 5, 4? Sorry, I kind of spaced out.
6 49ers, Kansas City 5, Jaguars 4.
Okay. No, they're about midfield.
Okay. Oh, yeah. I forgot they have to run to that side, not that side.
Yep.
Ha!
Wrong side, brother.
Ha!
That's fine. So at my top 3, I have at 3 the 49ers. They've had great games here the last few weeks after a little bit of a slide. They seem like they're getting it back together and winning. Let's see how they continue off. At number 2, Baltimore Ravens, who have been showing nothing but dominance pretty much for the last few weeks. And they look like the most complete team in the NFL, to be honest with you.
Mhm.
At number 1, we talked about them. They're world beaters. They only got 2 more tests to get the rest of the season against the 49ers this week and the Cowboys the week after that. After that,
They're set.
they're set pretty much. So I have the Philadelphia Eagles at 1.
For my number 3, I got the Dolphins.
Okay.
I mean, it's their bye week, or no, they
played Friday against the Jets.
They played Friday against the Jets,
Mhm.
and I mean, they even pushed the Jets down into our bottom 6 rung at least.
Yeah, potential, yeah.
And then the Dolphins are doing decently well.
Yeah. Their defense is finally looking together, so
Mhm.
I agree with you there.
And then my 2 and 1, same reasons, Baltimore Ravens and
Philly.
the Philadelphia Eagles.
Yeah. This looks like let me see where. Let's see how this game is going real quick. With the 1 minute and and 15 seconds left. It is 3rd and 10. Oh my God, this is such a terrible game. Sorry, 69 inches. That's such a terrible game.
It just switched just like it was nothing, man.
I know. They might just go back after this fucking play too. Sorry. I'm gonna tell you the story of the worst game I've ever watched, but it was so bad that it became funny. So it was let me see. It was our Arizona Cardinals and Seattle Seahawks when I still lived in LA.
Mm-hmm.
I worked at the gym at the time, and it was a Sunday. No bosses were there, just me and the got one of my friends who's a Steeler fan. Um, Shout out Luis. We were at the gym, and at the time I spent like my whole life at the gym. So I worked out, and I want to go buy some food, and I want to hang out with him. So I ended up putting a Jack and Coke on our shaker cup for our protein, and we just sitting there watching the game. The final score, it was either 6-6 or 9-9, with overtime. It was so bad. You know how many field goals they missed? We were sitting on the tall like bar stools.
Yeah.
I fell off it twice. How funny this was. They missed field goal after field goal after field goal. It was so bad. It was ridiculous. Good thing we were drinking a little bit. But yeah, that game was so bad. The Bears are.
They're getting closer.
Mr. 69. Here we go. Before we go into the pro wrestling or some wrestling news, we're gonna keep this posted. Put it this way: I ended up breaking that chair when I fell. It was such a bad game. Like they had a great quarterbacks on both sides. They just could not get anything to stick in the end zone or to even go through the uprights. They had multiple kicks miss. One of them I even think hit the post and bounced out. It was so bad.
Everybody was just getting pissed off, huh?
Dude, it was bad. Like me and Luis, we were dying laughing.
Timeout, Minnesota, 53 seconds.
All right, let's jump into pro wrestling. Some pro wrestling news. We'll keep you posted on this game, Mr. Yo boy Tenderloin 69. Hopefully they could stop him here, but it looks like the Bears are gonna sneak in with some points at least.
All they gotta do is kick it in.
Yeah, they do. Well, anyways, this weekend, WWE had their Survivor Series War Games.
War.
Yes. For those that don't know, this is a double ring, big cage around, 4 to 6 combatants on each team. It's a team thing. So it's great. There's a lot of weapons that go in, high spots, people flying off the cages. So it was a pretty good show overall. I did rewatch it after. The first match of the night was the Women's War Games with Becky, Bianca, Flair, and Shotzi versus Bayle, Auska, Kairi, and Io of Damage Control.
Oh, it ruined me, man.
Well, explain.
I didn't want them to win. I had all the mommies on the other team. And
okay, before we get into you saying why you think they should have won, besides the fact that they're your mommies, what you think of the match that what you did see?
From what I did see, it was very nice and technical. I did enjoy the fact that you did have basically complete and utter chaos. I mean, you have 4 fighters in the arena.
Chicago field goal is good. Sorry to interrupt.
Rip.
Yep. 12-10. Chicago lead with 10 seconds left. Can Minnesota do anything? Probably not. Sorry, your boy Tenderloin 69. It looks like. Jesus.
Oh,
this is
I bet Dylan's freaking out right now.
Yeah, this is such a terrible game, though.
Terrible game. Good for him.
Yeah. Anyways,
I should have put the Bears on my bottom 6. From what I did see, I really enjoyed it. Io Sky.
Yes.
I really liked where she put the garbage bin on top of her, jumped down onto everybody. That was very nice and enjoyable.
I do have a little bit of a problem with a part of it of this match. When oh, I can't remember her name now. And now when Becky got hit with the candlestick. Um,
And they just left it in there.
yes,
That
she was
was
just
annoying.
holding it there.
That was literally take it from me.
Yeah, hit and take. So she doesn't have that. But that was
And it wasn't just like a
here, take it. It was like a minute.
it was this.
Yeah, like just looking at. Oh, now it's mine.
But then I hit you because you're trying to take it.
Yeah. Uh, yeah. It was a little off, a little annoying, but didn't ruin the match at all to me or in total. The spot with Charlotte Flair moonsaulting off the top as well
Oh yeah.
was very good. I knew she was gonna over rotate. She ended up hitting someone with the knee or her leg. Ooh,
They're running it.
they brought it out. They got good.
They're running the ball.
No. So what it is a kickoff, and they returned it to the. Wow, that is great.
They pushed that ball.
They need about 20 to 25 yards to get into field goal range, and they might have a chance. Jesus, this game is so bad. But who knows? They 69. Maybe Vikings pull this off with 10 seconds left. They don't have timeouts. They gotta spike it. So they gotta go 25 yards and get out of bounds or spike the ball. This is gonna be tough. One or two quick plays, but
Dude, if Vikings pull this off, they've just advanced in a list for me, dude.
I want to see if I can do
Ugh.
it. I know.
Yeah, this is crazy right now.
Yeah, no.
Um,
Yeah. Other than that, it was a decent match. I give it about a thumbs and a half up.
yeah, I can agree with that. It was a pretty fun match for what I did see.
Yeah.
And 5 seconds left, quarter four.
Nope, it's over.
It's over?
Yep.
Game over.
Bears win. Sorry, your boy Tenderloin 69. Probably incompletions, but the Bears pull one off. Okay. Bye.
Barely.
Terrible game, and I don't think any of these teams are going to the playoffs. So, regardless, moving back to pro wrestling. After that, it was the IC title match, if I remember correctly. Gunther versus The Miz. I love Gunther so much, and The Miz is kind of like, eh. This was a decent match for The Miz.
It showed Miz. I mean, he hasn't had many fights since he's been hosting 39, right? I think it was one other fight.
Yeah, something like that.
Wasn't while he was hosting.
Yeah. So, I mean, it was an okay match. Miz do some dirty tactics. Gunther chopped the snot out of him. The Miz chopped him as well. I mean, I was hoping the Miz would have a win here. For kind of because he is a very good previous Intercontinental Champion, a former two-time WWE Champion. So I figured that'd be a great person to take the belt off of Gunther. But I also knew they're still building up Gunther. The way they said it as the match was going on is this man has not been pinned in years, so has not lost in years. It looks to me, at least. Actually, I'll wait in predictions. Tell me what you thought of the match here.
I mean, honestly, from what I did watch, it was maybe about a 15-second clip, and the entire time, all I saw was Gunther beating the Miz. The Miz did try and chop Gunther one time in the clips that I saw, and Gunther kind of just looked at him like, "What did you just do to me?" And even the announcers was saying that his nickname was the Mini Miz and stuff like that.
Yeah, stuff like that. So what I was gonna say about Gunther, I'll hold up till our last segment of pro wrestling storyline predictions. I'm gonna keep that there. Just this would have been a good spot for Gunther to lose the title, but
It very well could have been.
But I've been saying that for the last few pay-per-views too as well.
But you also did say the Miz isn't the right person for him to lose it to.
Agreed, 100%. In the predictions, I'll explain more what I actually think now that we keep seeing Gunther come up and come up again. You dropped it.
Yeah.
It's like second or third show in a row.
I mean, this one's just right here.
It's below.
I lost it now. I found it now. I got my pen. I'm happy.
After that, it was Santos Escobar versus Dragon Lee. Um, Dragon Lee came in instead of Carlitos. I think he had a little bit of, or Escobar beat the snot out of him on SmackDown, so he came in as a last minute replacement. There's also a part of this that I won't be in my predictions, but it was a pretty good back and forth. Santos Escobar obviously dominated, almost tried to rip his mask off,
Oh yeah.
and it was like he was dragging him for a bit. It was
Yeah, he was dragging him until the ref had to throw him off.
yeah, but it was a decent match. I'll give. Oh, by the way, we forgot to rate IC title match. I give it 1 thumbs up. It was a
Yeah, it was there.
yeah, and then Santos Escobar versus Dragon Lee. There was some nice spots, some high spots. The one where Dragon Lee jumps over the top rope and Hurricanrana's Santos Escobar out to the floor. That was pretty good.
that was a pretty nice move.
Yeah, there's one where Santos does that on the top rope to Dragon Lee. There was a few other spots during the match, like the Spanish Fly when they both ran into each other. Quick Spanish Fly. I give this a thumbs up and barely a thumbs up. I don't think they gave him enough time to explore what they could do.
Yeah, the match could have been a bit more technical.
Agreed.
They both have the skill to pull off amazing stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't have been surprised if these guys jumped from one ring to the other and ran up each other's feet.
I mean, there are luchadors, there are Mexican wrestlers. They do a lot of crazy stunts. This is one thing I love. You're not so familiar with either one, but even less Dragon Lee.
Mm-hmm. I've seen Nacho Libre once or twice.
Jesus Christ, dude. Jesus. I should chop the shit out of you for that one.
Don't. I don't want heart problems for the next 2 months.
I do love Nacho Libre. That's not the point of what I'm saying. I'm going to have to put on our review a Dragon Lee match. He is very good. He was wrestling in New Japan too, that I've talked to you about.
Yeah.
Great matches. But yeah, this one's like a 1 thumbs up, but barely. What do you think on this one?
Yeah, it could have gone for longer. I'll give it a thumbs up.
Okay, nice. After that is one of your matches that I know you were excited about. Women's World Champion Mommi Rhea Ripley versus Zoe Stark. Sorry, Jesus Christ, can't speak. Obviously Rhea Ripley retained. Mommi.
She can't lose right now. There's
the momentum is too much behind her, and to lose to Zoe Starks, unless they're thinking of making Zoe Starks a big character in WWE, I don't see why she would lose here.
Yeah.
This was a pretty good match though. Good showing by Zoe. Unfortunately, she's running into a buzzsaw of Rhea Ripley.
Surprised there wasn't interference in her fight.
I agree, but I also think she was that confident on she had this handle.
That's pretty fair.
She might have told him, I don't need you tonight. Focus on your match, because they do come up later. But yeah, Rhea Ripley also looked amazing in this match.
Oh yeah, wonderful.
We're being
in skill.
Yeah. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
This gets a thumbs
exactly.
up. Okay. This gets a thumbs up. But it was a okay match.
It could have been better.
Yes, agreed. There was a little bit of a botch when they both came off the top rope. I think Zoe Starks tried to reverse it, and she should have landed on her feet. Sorry, not fleet. I don't know what that is, but
a convoy of trucks that a company owns.
All right, dictionary. Specific.
Well, not necessarily a convoy.
Specifically on dick. But you're right. That is a fleet, or close enough.
Yeah. Kind of a group of objects. Yeah.
Rhea Ripley could not lose this match. That was all that was gonna be it.
Yeah.
So, besides that, the match was okay. Then we come into the main event of the evening, the men's War Games match, with Rollins, Cody Rhodes, Sami Zayne, Jey Uso, and the returning Randy Orton versus Judgment Day and Drew McIntyre. This was a great match. I think this was probably match of the night.
Yeah.
As
I do want to go and see the full match. I mean, most of the clips that we watched, it was majority of the fight.
yes. So the whole match going on, there's a lot of weapons, a few high spots. Judgment Day had the advantages that they were always ahead of the other team, as they always had an extra team player or they were even. So and then Randy Orton's supposed to come out. Nothing happens as he's the last teammate for the Rollins and Cody connection, I guess I'm gonna call it. And no one comes out, right?
Yeah.
A few minutes later, you see Mommi run out with the money in the bank, trying to cash in to get Damian Priest his world heavyweight title match then and there. And then all of a sudden, I hear voices comes out. Randy Orton comes out. Boy, oh, he looks jacked.
Oh, he is shredded.
Yeah, definitely looks very, very jacked. At least from the last time we saw him.
I mean, he didn't have a lot of muscle mass.
When he got hurt.
Yeah.
He looked like he was slimming down.
Yeah, and he was very like barrel chested.
Mm-hmm.
And all of his lower anything below this part, he was just super skinny. He didn't have big legs.
Mm-hmm.
Even his arms were pretty thin, but his chest was big.
Yeah, he was marked, but boy, did he look jacked when he came in right here.
Everything was fit.
Yeah, he was jacked. He comes in a great spot where all the team grabs everybody from Judgment Day and Drew McIntyre, and they do the special Randy Orton DDT hanging on the rope. It was good. And then they do that great RKO from they toss McDuffie or whatever, McDuffie, whatever his name is, from the cage, and he just lays out for him. That was such a great sell for the RKO. And then so Judgment Day gets beat, and then it looks like they're signing off. First, before we do that, let's rate this match. I give it 2 thumbs up. I enjoyed it.
I give it 2 thumbs up. Definitely want to go and rewatch it.
And then as they're about to sign off, Cult of Personality hits and CM Punk returns to WWE.
He is back. Shocker. Very much shocker.
Yes. There was a lot of rumors. I mean, this event was in Chicago. So there was a lot of rumors and people were chanting CM Punk since the beginning of the show. But he actually comes out. Place goes bananas, dude. You hear the echoes of CM Punk, CM Punk, CM Punk. That was a great crowd reaction. I'll give him that. That alone gives it about a thumbs up. It was nice.
Just the reaction alone.
Just that reaction. The thing is, there was already some footage of what happened after they went off. Rollins was going off, flipping off CM Punk. It was wild. I don't know what, like I said, I don't know what happened between the end of the shoot to then. But we've talked about this with the AEW situation. Man.
Is it something that they're pushing, or is it CM Punk going right back to his stuff?
I just hope he's not a toxic to the
I want to enjoy wrestling. I don't want to talk about this bad shit all the time.
Exactly. You took the words right out of my mouth. We leave that ego wherever it is. Move along, move on. If we just want to talk about your in-ring work, your mic skills. If you want to put all those other shenanigans, sorry for saying that old word, but that's all that is. It's just BS that should not be involved. And I get it. We all have egos, especially in the wrestling. All have egos. Let's hope this goes better than the last one. That's where I'll leave it at. So overall, the show gets a thumbs up in a little bit and a half or so.
Yeah. So
kind of like this.
Yeah.
But I enjoyed it. We'll have to rewatch it. It was not crazy long. They kept it short.
Yeah. I mean, looking at it on paper, Survivor Series looked like it was going to go crazy. That there was going to be so much happening. 5 hours worth of everything, but
they only had 6 matches. It looked like 5-6 matches. They kept it short and sweet. It was nice. In other words, tonight Cody Rhodes is gonna have a segment with some announcements. Tonight on Raw, Randy Orton is gonna be on the mic and it looks like he's gonna go against Dominic. Is kind of what we saw a little bit, and who knows what else happens there, as there's a lot of possibility now with CM Punk on, Randy Orton back. I'll speak on that a little bit also at the end of our predictions. Have an idea on that. And now on some AEW news, QT Marshall resigned from AEW from his position. I do not remember the title of it. Um, but he has resigned after years in AEW. He's open, apparently said a statement that he's open for bookings wherever, nothing to hold him back. Um, you're not too familiar with him, I don't think.
No.
No. Yeah. And then another report, unfortunately, it looks like MJF may have suffered a torn labrum. Uh, that is how'd you read it? It was something with the socket, right?
Yeah, it's the soft tissue that's around the ball socket
On your
of the hip, and
Right.
there you also have them in your shoulders as
Mhm.
well. When it deteriorates, it could cause partial or full dislocation.
Okay.
So I mean, it's just the stuff that keeps pressure, that keeps that locked into place.
Yeah. Keeps it in the ball joint.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Well, that sucks. He is the AEW World Champion, so if it's as bad as we think it might be, where he may need surgery or he need to go, as I kind of think he should, is stem cell. But it all depends on what he wants to do. Um, it looks like he's gonna be out for a while. And he might need to forfeit that title. I may be wrong on that, but
If it does happen, I mean, should go to Samoa Joe.
there is a lot of people, or they could hold a tournament for it, like they're doing.
Oh yeah, no, a tournament would
What-
be actually,
Very good idea.
yeah.
Kind of like what they're doing with the AEW Continental Championship.
Ooh,
So-
I could see that where it pushes Samoa to try harder.
Well, the other thing is they already have 3 titles on the line on that one. Will they make it a full 4? We'll see. We'll keep you posted on that. Let's finish up with our last segment that we do every Monday. Is our pro wrestling storyline predictions. I've talked quite a bit. Do you have any?
Well, I did have one regarding MJF and Samoa Joe, and
Ooh.
the biggest thing was is if MJF was ever in trouble, Samoa Joe would come out and just smack down anybody else
Mhm.
to help MJF go on. Will this continue to happen? It depends on MJF's condition and how well he will get. I hope a speedy recovery to MJF. Not fun stuff.
Agreed.
And then for my second, I do
go ahead.
have Damian Priest and Drew McIntyre.
Ooh, yes.
So as we saw in the War Games match, we had where Drew McIntyre and Damian Priest were locked in the same cage.
Mhm.
Drew McIntyre was about to come out, and Damian Priest stops him and says, "Stick to the plan." I am sticking to the plan.
Mhm.
Not my plan. And he makes him go out. And you just see this like burning sear. He's searing just a look into the back of Damian Priest's head as he's walking away. And I see where they're going to push, and they're playing it very well.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely a lot of heat between each other there. But we will see. It looks like he also has a lot of beef with everybody right now. Don't know how long it's gonna take, but also with Randy Orton being back, there's also and CM Punk, there's a possibility of a million things.
Oh yeah, and I have another thing with Randy Orton and Rhea Ripley.
Oh,
Randy Orton was throwing fists essentially out at Rhea Ripley. He was all talking, or Rhea Ripley was talking her smack. It's changed, old man, without saying it. But
of today, yes.
it's changed. And he goes, yeah, all I've heard is mommy, mommy. Well, daddy's home. So he's creating that level that Rhea Ripley needs to try and match. And her goons do come out. But now there is Randy Orton has a target pasted on Judgment Day, which Randy Orton and Drew McIntyre, if it plays out, that'd be a nice fight.
Oh, it'll be a very nice fight. Both very physical. Uh, yeah.
I see another thing coming, but I need to see it play out before I get to it.
Okay. Alrighty. I have a few ones here. Um, I have with Gunther continuing his reign of terror. I have a feeling that he's being built to take on Roman Reigns, as he had that 3 or 4 year span without no one pinning Roman
Mm-hmm.
Reigns. I have a feeling they're building Gunther uh, the same way.
Didn't I call that out like when we first started out
You
here?
did mention something like that. Um,
But you said it was too early on at that time.
yes, it
That
was.
Gunther wasn't there
Yeah,
at Roman Reigns'
yeah.
level.
Now he's about there. Uh, so I see a few things coming up with this. Either he challenges title for title, with his being elevated that much that he's not losing, he's beating everybody, or he gives up the title, kind of like Samoa Joe, but to challenge for the Universal Championship that Roman Reigns has. Um, Another one is just a little one that's kind of already partially true. Dragon Lee will join LWO, as he's already has their back. He'll be officially added to it, and I think he will have a big story to do, part to do with Escobar and whoever his new faction is coming
Yeah.
along. Uh, and then I have one more, and I know you mentioned one more. Uh, with CM Punk uh, being back, the possibility of the storylines behind it with him versus Cody, him versus Seth Rollins, especially after that video footage of Seth Rollins wanted to kill him apparently, and the history they have when CM Punk was around the first time.
All right, all right.
So much with I know with Randy Orton being back, that'll be great. With Roman Reigns, even possibly the best in the world back in the day and the best now. There's so much possibilities there. Um, do you have any more? Or?
So we talked about on Friday where there was the Luchasaurus,
Oh,
and
yeah.
he was absolutely just disrespected by Christian.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So,
Get on your knees.
oh
Oh,
yeah. So I think there was a lot of hatred that Luchasaurus has kicked up from that,
okay.
and I can see him challenging him for the title, Christian for the title.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, uh, so you think just challenge or taking the title away from him?
I haven't seen so much
Okay.
about it, but the way that he was holding it in the ring and stuff like that, he was very much flaunting it.
Yes.
The title. I mean, granted, most of them do flaunt the title. You have the title, might as well flaunt it.
Exactly. Uh,
So,
hmm.
um, I don't know enough about Luchasaurus. Him being rebranded to Kill Switch is a little bit sudden.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that he doesn't want to leave Luchasaurus, and
Mm-hmm.
it's going to be a big fight for it.
Yeah. Yeah. I think. Yeah. I mean, I could see that. It just depends how they build it too. But I do like that. Uh, Hopefully, if they do decide to give him the title, take it from Christian, that could elevate Luchasaurus or Kill Switch if he wants to continue with that, which I doubt. It didn't look like it, anyways. But yeah, that's an interesting point. Uh, but yeah, I don't have any more predictions. How about you?
Um, we gotta wait for the next week to see how they move the storyline. I'm going to. I don't even want to say because I've been sitting here talking about the dissolving of uh,
Judgment Day.
Judgment Day, but now that it looks like they're building it in a different way than what I've been thinking.
Yeah,
Um,
we could wait on that. That's fine.
yeah. So right now, I think that there just needs to be more moves by more people. Um, Definitely the match with Rollins, Cody, Sami, Jey,
And Randy.
and Randy. That makes moves for me. Like I said, I want it to play out for a little bit before I make anything too off the wall. But
Gotcha.
other than that, that's all I got.
Cool. Just a reminder, guys. We did talk about this. With the changes coming soon with new equipment, new computers, new everything. The week of Christmas to New Year's, we're gonna take off. So the Friday before Christmas will be our last broadcast of this year. You want to pull up the exact date? We will take a little break. One, to refresh the batteries and spend time with the family.
22nd of December.
Okay, so that'll be our last broadcast for about a week. Um, so what we want to do is one, upgrade everything and come up fresh, and we're also gonna change the view of everything. I'm gonna do some work
Excuse
to
me.
this place. No, you're fine. So you will come back fresh, new look, new devices, new everything, and possibly a third member join us here and there. Not always.
Gotta get another Joker up in here.
Yeah, let's get more jokers in here. But this is all coming for the beginning of next year. Just want to let you know that for the 23rd, you said was the last one?
22nd will be the last stream, Friday the 22nd.
Okay. From the 23rd to the beginning of the year, we will be off, upgrading everything. We'll still be working together. Don't worry, we'll come back and we'll keep you posted on everything in socials. Um, Other than that, I do not have anything else.
Neither do I.
Cool. Before that, remember to take everything as a grain of salt. We are two jokers, two clowns that like to talk about sports, nerd stuff, wrestling, just stuff we love. Uh, so don't take offense. If you don't like anything we say, don't worry, move along. We're doing this because we love it.
Mm-hmm.
You won't hurt our feelings if you unfollow, dislike, or whatever, or just move along. But also, anything you want us to do, talk about, let us know in the comments. Thank you, your boy, Tenderloin69, for commenting today and wanting to talk more about the Vikings game. Unfortunately, they lost. Gotta throw that in there. But yeah, anything you want us to talk about, anything you want us to review or react, uh, or try, we're down for some stuff. We're also gonna get more live streams coming next year, hopefully. And other than that, remember to be grateful for what you have, especially right now. Thanksgiving just happened. Be thankful for all you have, grateful for it. Be thankful for the problems you don't have. It could always be way, way worse. We've seen way too much this last few months. So enjoy your family, enjoy your friends, enjoy your video games, your videos, whatever. Enjoy the time you have with everything like that, because it could be gone like that. But other than that, I've been Lobo.
I've been Jax.
See ya.